What's up guys, so this video is going to be all about the iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max that were recently launched at the Apple keynote at 10 September, and along with these iPhone models, some subscriptions like Apple Arcade and Apple TV Plus were also introduced, and two other devices, a new iPad 7 and Apple Watch Series 5 were also launched. So I had already made a video on that Apple keynote main highlights. If you haven't watched that video till now, then go and watch out that video first. And now first of all, let's talk about the base model, the iPhone 11. So iPhone 11 will come in 6 different colors: black, green, yellow, purple and white. And now let's talk about design. So iPhone 11 has beautiful aluminum glass design, and that's the toughest glass in smartphone industry of the Apple. And then we have the camera. So the iPhone 11 has a square shaped camera structure at the back side of phone and has a dual rear cameras. So it's base model, that's why it has a dual rear camera setup, and both of sensors are of 12 megapixel. As this year's iPhone have latest iOS 13 as standard, so we will see much improved cameras, as first sensor is of simple wide camera lens with optical image stabilization and having a aperture of 1.8, and second lens backs up the 12 megapixel sensor that is actually the ultra wide camera with 120-degree field of view and 13mm focal length, having a aperture of 2.4, and this lens can really take mind-blowing ultra wide angle lens pictures. And here we have some shots captured by these lenses. After that, these dual camera setup also do have some cool lightning studio effects by which you can capture photos and they would seem to you really as captured in proper studio lighting, but in real it would have been captured in simple scenarios. After that, this lens also have crazy mind-blowing night mode ability, capture the shots even in very low lighting conditions. And here are these two shots captured without and with night mode, and this camera can record 4K at 60 fps. Also slow-mo videos, time-lapse, cinematic video stabilization is one of the features that I really liked the most in this iPhone 11 lineup, as I have seen a video that was shot on iPhone 11 but I can't show you here because it can lead to copyright. And also these both 12 megapixel sensors have extended dynamic range at 4K 60 fps. And another cool thing in video recording is that you can take quick recordings. Simply you will have to press and hold the capture button and it will start recording. That's cool thing. So that's the dual rear camera setup, that's just amazing. And now let's talk about its front camera setup, that is of 12 megapixel sensor, and this time you will be able to capture slow-mo videos from front cameras even. Yes, you heard me right, and this is just a unique feature and I haven't seen this feature before in any else smartphone, and it's named as slo-mo. And this front 12 megapixel sensor can also record 4K videos at 60 fps. And now let's talk a bit about the performance. This iPhone 11 will be rocking with A13 Bionic chip, but according to Ben Thompson, A12 is even so far from industry, but it has power to compete with upcoming and existing Android phones in the next 2 years. That's just insane. But this iPhone will be having the A13 Bionic chip, powerful chip that is even faster than the Galaxy S10 Plus processor, Snapdragon 855, the P30 Pro processor, Kirin 980 and the Snapdragon 845 that we have seen in Google Pixel 3. A13 Bionic chip is the fastest CPU in the smartphone, and if we talk about the GPU, then A13 is also the fastest GPU in smartphone. And now we have this battery life. So iPhone 11's battery will be 1 hour more than the previous successor iPhone XR. And let's talk about the pricing of this iPhone 11 base model, and the price of iPhone 11 base model is $699 US. That's actually suitable keeping in view the features of iPhone 11. So that was all about the iPhone 11, and now it's time to talk about the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. iPhone 11 Pro is made up of circular stainless steel from the sides and has glass at the back and beautiful matte texture finishing that will look so much amazing. And if we talk about the colors of these iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max, then they will be available in 4 different colors: the midnight green, space gray, silver and new gold. Now let's talk about these Pro displays. So the iPhone 11 Pro comes with 5.8 inches with resolution of 2436 by 1125 pixels, while the iPhone 11 Pro Max comes with 6.5 inches of display with resolution of 2688 by 1242 pixels. And I think that the size of display of iPhone 11 Pro Max is really too much huge to hold it in your hands, and there is a noticeable difference between the displays of iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max. And this is the most advanced Super Retina display Apple has ever made, which backs up cool features of haptic touch, tap to wake, true tone display, improved HDR and white color. So Apple named it Super Retina XDR display. And now let's talk about the Pro level performance. iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max will also have the latest and powerful chip as like of iPhone 11. Apple has made a lot of improvements in this A13 Bionic chipset, but 2 of them were discussed in that event. One is machine learning and the second is low power design. And the CPU, GPU and neural engine are all optimized by this machine learning technique. And that all power makes iPhone 11 Pro best machine learning platform in smartphones. And now let's talk about these Pro models batteries. So iPhone 11 Pro will have the 4-hour more than iPhone XS battery, and iPhone 11 Pro Max will have the 5-hour more battery than iPhone XS Max that were launched recently, and they are still selling hot. And there will be a fast charger of 18 watts in box. Now here we have the Pro cameras of iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max. So iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max will be packing the triple camera setup at the rear side, and first camera sensor will be of 12 megapixel wide camera lens that is 1.8 aperture with optical image stabilization, and second camera will be of 12 megapixel with 2.0 aperture with optical image stabilization, and this will be the telephoto lens. And the third camera will also be of 12 megapixel sensor, but it will be the ultra wide camera with 120 degrees of field of view and aperture of 2.4. These 3 cameras work together and change the way of your photography. As you can see this image that is captured in all modes like telephoto with 4x optical zoom, wide camera and ultra wide lens. And Apple just gave their iPhone 11 Pro to some pro photographers to test out the cameras, and here we have these cool 6 shots that were captured by using the iPhone 11 Pro by those pro photographers. And here in the first image you can see the details of eyelashes and also the skin tones, and everything is just crystal clear. And then here we have the second shot. You can see the freezed water and no blur is detected. Even the falling water also have every detail of it clear. This shot was captured by the telephoto lens. And then here we have the third shot that is also captured using telephoto lens, and it was shot by natural light. Skin tones are really clear and every detail is just damn clear. And then we have this fourth portrait mode shot by telephoto lens. This is just looking cool. See that backlit lightning, it's gradient type look, it's sky blue and yellow light mixture. And then here is fifth ultra wide shot over the skateboard park of almost 55 feet height, and this ultra wide covers really almost whole front view, even that view which we can't see through simple wide lens. And then we have this last sixth shot also captured by ultra wide angle lens. It's black and white photography, and just see the details of mountains and sky looking just pure clear. And there will be coming a new feature in cameras of these iPhone 11 models through an update, and it is called as deep fusion, and it will work by neural engine. And this is the shot captured on iPhone 11 Pro using deep fusion, and it uses machine learning to take this photo in low or medium light. So how it works, it shoots 9 images before you press the shutter button. It's already shoot 4 secondary images, and then it captures a long exposure and then picks up the best image and go from pixel to pixels to optimize and lower the noise, and provides us the best detailed image even in low light conditions. And if we talk about the pricing of the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max, then iPhone 11 Pro will cost you $999 while the iPhone 11 Pro Max will cost you $1099. And so it all ends up here, and I hope I would have told you all about the new iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. So thumbs up for that, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.